I think I did mean to do that, and then I just completely forgot whenever I was going to tell you.
Right.
Do you always do that, SB? If they give you two angles?
Yeah, measure another class.
Fine. Okay. Depends on what they've asked you.
I missed my first question because I didn't do that.
That is so old.
Didn't you just say how easy it was?
No.
Okay. So now they asked me, they found these things. So x plus y squared equals b squared because if you look at it, they created this right triangle, right? X squared plus y squared equals the hypotenuse of the little triangle on the left. So that's where they got that. And then cosine of angle A is x over b. So they're using cosine this time of this angle right here. So they figured out these two pieces for me, and if I substitute them in right here, so I have x squared and plus y squared, so I can replace that with b squared. Plus b squared minus 2, and then right here it tells me that x actually equals b minus cosine A, so I can write b, c, cosine A. And that's my formula. Where they came from?
No, I get where they came from. Why did they do it?
Because I replaced them. Because up here, they told me what x squared plus y squared was.
Okay.
So I just replaced it with b squared to simplify the process. Okay, this is law of cosines because we used cosine to find the pieces we needed instead of sines. So it can be written three ways, just like law of sines can be rewritten differently. So if you'll watch the way it's written, because on Delta Math and every other time in life, the triangle isn't always labeled ABC. But it really doesn't matter. If you watch this, thinking of ABC, b squared is on the left-hand side. Whatever is on the left-hand side of the equal sign, that is also the angle. Remember, the side is across from the angle. So that's what we have here, the little side, the angle. And then you need the other pieces. So there's b squared. I need a and c. So I'm going to do a squared plus c squared right here. So then I have all three letters, a, b, c. And then it's always minus 2. Then you repeat these two letters, a, c.
Isn't that crazy?
Why is it minus 2?
Because when I FOILed out the x minus c, it would be x minus c and x minus c, so there's two of them.
What?
So, for c squared, that means it's going to be cosine c. The letters that go right here are going to be a and b minus 2 a, b.
That's what I thought.
All right, so with that in mind, before we move on and actually learn to use law of cosines, if I have a triangle,
Yeah.
and it is WXY, and I want you to write the law of cosines, and I want it to start with W squared.
You're using X and Y.
So what would come next?
X squared plus y squared minus 2 x y cosine big W.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Easy enough?
You times all that by cos W.
Is there a song for this?
Wait, then what's the W there for?
Because when I was figuring out my distance right here, I got this x here, and up here I figured out that in order to get this x value, I can use cosine of x over b. That's this. And so I replaced x with b over cosine. So that's why cosine is there. Okay. All right. So now let's learn how to use it.
This doesn't seem too difficult.
I don't feel
It is not. It is not at all.
Is this the worksheet?
Actually, the
It's just slightly longer than log sine. That's why we don't.
But we can, we'll just be this process. We can just plug this all into the calculator and the end, right?
Depends on what thing you're looking for, but yes.
And then you lay on the ground the past 2 days, didn't know what to do on the quiz today.
Oh.
You think it translates?
Did you see the news?
Yes, I did. I did know how to do it, and then you helped me and got it
Jen
wrong.
was in it today.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
the news?
you didn't know how to do it. Why would you have asked me?
No,
to tell
no,
you
no
when you didn't know how to do
Yeah,
it?
You're so mean.
yeah,
That's why I
that's
coach
funny.
films.
I watched
It's
it.
just like steps.
He
I
drank
don't like
sodas.
coaches.
We drank soda.
Okay,
And guess what they
And it
were?
was
so
They didn't have any.
all of the versions of the law of cosines are written up here at the top. This first one, they have given me the angle 27, and that's angle A, which means that I'm starting with A squared on the left side. A squared is what I'm looking for. Plug in the other pieces, so this is going to be 17 squared plus 13 squared minus 2 times 17 times 13 cosine 27.
Does it matter what order you put them
No, that's a good question.
Wait.
The 17 and the 13, that doesn't matter. You can put 13 and 17, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can
Make
put
it
the
easier.
27.
Okay, now here's the thing.
Well,
I could like evaluate all that stuff out, like each step, which we will have to do for some things. But when you're just looking for A or B or C, whatever's on this left side, and it's already by itself, with the one exception of the fact that it's squared. So what would I have to do at the very end of something when it's squared?
Square root.
Take the square root. So I can actually stick all of that in my calculator
And
at
you
one
hit.
time under a square root sign. even. And it'll figure out the problem for me, and I don't have to do anything. So 13 squared plus 17 squared minus 2 times 13 times 17 cosine 27. Enter. Voila. Oh my gosh, this class is so hard.
It is.
It is.
The answer is 8.
I'm gonna forget
It
it.
only
But it is,
depends.
The problem is I'm just gonna forget this and it'll be.
That was not hard.
How do
No,
I do
it's
that?
just, it's, I like overthink things so complicated.
It is a lot of stuff, but
I'm gonna
Yeah, that's the
overthink all
problem.
of
See,
it.
no, you're not.
It's easy right now, and then we're gonna add a
no, but we're gonna do it all in just a minute. We're
I
gonna do it
get
all
log
together.
sign.
We're gonna do this and log signs and everything all together.
Okay.
It's easy.
Set it up.
Okay, is everybody good?
You're dumb.
Sure.
So do number 2.
There's a lot of changes. Easy peasy
Nope.
lemon squeezy.
Do we always have to go? I can't believe he just easy peasy let me squeeze you.
105
Did
squared.
you seriously just
I'm
got
looking for
these?
B.
That's the-
And the formula is
minus 2, 105, 60.
For the quiz, I was unable to submit, unsubmit my answer to fix it because I did the first quiz, like the one that quiz first. So do you think I could just get that fixed?
Plus 68
For-
squared.
So I did quiz 5 first, but then quiz 6 had a time limit.
60.
So I
Oh, and
wasn't
it wouldn't
able.
let you.
Yeah, I wasn't able to unsubmit.
Your quiz 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Mine did it.
I got
No, it
78.
had it like a shut off.
Me too.
If I knew the answer,
I got 100 for once, but maybe because it was like 2 questions instead of 4, so like the last 2.
78?
Yeah.
Me 3.
I think
Dude,
you
I
just
got
want
that
to
too.
cheat.
do I just want to cheat? then?
See, said
Yeah, I
you
think you just want
That
to
is my
cheat.
personality. I do just want to cheat.
I think you're just a little cheater.
Is everybody good? I'll all get 79.8.
I don't know.
I got
No,
0.06.
78.06.
I'm gonna just type them in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm super smart now.
Oh yeah, I typed 102. Oh, can't see.
Good job, dude.
Yep, 78.1.
Let's go.
Okay, are we all good? That part?
Yes.
Okay.
78.
So 3 is a little bit different because this time we're looking for an angle. You're still using law of cosines, you're still setting it up the same way, but we're gonna have to solve it a little bit differently. And I'll be honest, I don't like all the little lines up here, and I should have taken them off.
So it'll be 6.
I'll explain it just a
6.
So yeah, we're looking for cosine A, so that means we have to start with, remember, and this seems to be a little struggle for some of you, the side is always opposite of the angle. So little a is across from big A. So
No, I found out that yesterday and I was like blown away. So.
So you're right. So
Here.
6 squared,
Okay, now pay
5 squared, and then 7 squared, doesn't matter what order they're in, 5 and 7. Okay, so now, this one we can't just plug into our calculator because what we're looking for is way over here, and it has all this other junk with it, which means we have to do algebra. We have to get rid of all the things that are with letter A. So I'm going, yes, we have to follow order of operation. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and square this. That's 36. And then the reason I don't like these lines is because I don't think they're writing in a very good place. But I'm going to go ahead and do this part. 5 squared plus
Would that be 49?
104.
You know, 36. 74.
6 squares, 36.
And then I'm gonna multiply these.
Alright,
Negative 70, or minus 70.
Am I tripping?
Is everybody good that far?
Wait, pause.
How'd you get 104?
Yeah, how do you get 104?
I don't know what was
35
70.
plus 49.
I got 74.
I got
35
74.
49.
It's 74.
On the
What is 74?
Ah, 70.
I just, I'm
It
so
was Wesley.
That's my fault. That's my fault, guys.
Wow, Wesley. You tripping, bro. Go to prison.
I mean, I probably should have done it.
Just
myself.
literally make it 25
Okay.
and 49.
So is everybody good that far?
Yes.
Now here's why I don't like the way this is written, because I think you need more
It equals
line.
32.
Now, you cannot subtract 70 from 74, because that isn't 70.
Yeah.
70
That's
times.
70 cosine A. So those are not like terms. So instead, I have to get rid of the 74
And
by subtracting 74 from both sides. So I'm going to subtract 74 from here and from here.
Let's go.
then you have negative 39.
Base
So
move.
now I have negative 39 equals negative 70 cosine A.
It's not negative 39.
No way.
Well, no, quit telling me wrong answers. What is it?
It's like negative 38.
Oh my god, it is negative 38. I put a 35.
Oh my god.
What are those digits? I was like, there's 2 E's.
All right.
There's no way.
My goal here is to get A by itself. So I need to divide by negative 70. So I'm going to divide negative 70. Now, I'm going to leave it just like that as a fraction, because I'm just going to put it in my calculator that way. I need to get A by itself, and right now it has cosine with it.
You want to make it a positive fraction?
So I have to invert, you can. So I'm going to inverse cosine.
Yup.
Reverse cosine.
And then you just.
And that is what I'm going to put in my calculator.
So,
And you get 57.1.
Don't touch that. Do
Or,
I'm not going to.
yeah, or I got it
Nothing
wrong.
else, I'm doing them all myself. 57.
Oh,
57 point.
I know just.
Yeah, not after the rest
All right, is everybody sort of okay?
Could you technically
Yes.
like reduce the cosine?
I mean, you could, but why?
I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe if you wanted a more accurate answer.
It won't get your, it won't change your answer. A
It's-
simplified fraction means the same.
Well, I mean, just for like, just like have a more simplified answer.
I mean, you could want to, but you need the decimal answer anyway.
Okay. I'm just saying, if we had to do a worksheet, and we had to.
Okay, so try number 4.
that's a big number.
Let's try it. C squared. We don't know C squared, do we?
No.
No, wait, we do.
This, this,
Ah, there goes the one.
yeah, they're opposite.
I would need you to tell me how because
It's impossible, isn't it?
it never feels like you feel million.
Okay.
But what do I know? I know you're not right.
That big old, that small shirt.
Yeah, Ben.
What size shirt do you think Drake wears?
I know nothing.
What size of shirt do you think Drake
He wears a small in basketball.
I wear, yeah, I think
That's
that.
what she reached out.
More small shirts too.
Number 2, I think
What
he
did
needs to
Joey
upgrade
do?
like 25.
Yes, but
So,
you're gonna have to put them, I don't know why, we have to go to the next year, but right after the year.
It's actually not.
Yeah, you're, I don't know why.
I got really, you wrote it one time.
Good.
Wesley, what'd you get?
No way.
56.5?
I think you're wrong.
No?
I think
Okay.
it's flawed. Yeah. I think we should never crank this again. And then just wait for absolutely. Not on purpose anyways. I mean, I'm sure there's people that like, oh, I didn't practice it. Yeah. But
What did you say?
I don't think with people who genuinely think, yeah, we got it, and then don't practice. I think you're gonna do just fine.
Oh.
56.5!
What'd you get?
Let's go! And I finished it before anyone else. Yes.
56.5.
What is it?
56.5.
God, I am amazing.
Okay, so I did it over here on the side because I like your little line.
I can't see.
What do you mean by that?
So 43 squared equals 38 squared plus 50 squared minus 2 times 38 times 50.
Okay, that's what I
Times
got.
cosine C.
Yep.
Then you
I
just
got the
plug those
minute.
into your calculator.
Yep.
Subtract 3,944 from both sides.
Okay, this is.
Wait,
I
what?
got this.
How does this affect?
You get Aubrey.
This is clicking. I don't know.
56
This one's just
point,
clicking.
Because I'm trying to get C by side.
yeah, that's what I
I
got.
keep doing the wrong
It's
thing.
because you.
I keep
When I am.
keep thinking I have to subtract 50 squared and 38 squared.
What'd
I'm
you
not,
get?
it's like,
Yeah.
I don't really think I'm good
I
at
wouldn't
it.
want to know
It's
what-
just,
Because you have to combine
I'm
those.
gonna do first. I didn't finish
Those
it.
numbers
I'm
combine.
gonna try.
No, just as we go through the song, if you kind of.
Okay, so here we have a triangle. It doesn't have any letters on it. No A's and C's.
I think you're.
So the first one, we are looking for this side over here. So I'm going to set this up. I'm looking for a side. So I'm going to set this up as that side, x squared, equal. Now what?
Wait.
Equals 5.1 squared plus
8 squared
minus
minus
2 times
5.1
5.1 times a cosine of 101.
Okay. Is this an easy one, or I can just put it in my calculator, or do I have to
Yes,
calculate?
Yes.
We can just put it straight in my calculator. How do you know?
Square root.
Because
Because it's
you're not finding
you're finding
the
a
angle,
side.
man.
Right, because we're finding a side.
Yo.
let's go.
Oh, you know what? But I did the adding part.
I just put that into the line.
Stop it.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I put the nails one.
Maybe it's because I'm looking down. Huh? You ever think about that one? Yes, I am.
Big.
10.3.
What kind do you need?
I thought you stop it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I, because I have a, all I have are like finger band-aids, but I don't know if it'll be. I don't know. I have. Wait, that one. Those probably work.
Did y'all get 10?
10.3.
Okay.
Yeah.
On number 6, what is the first thing I'm going to write?
Drake?
Dog
it.
Drake.
The equation.
Dog it.
Yeah, but what am I going to start with?
9. Or no.
9 squared. Why 9 squared?
Because you're
Because we're looking for the angle.
So I'm looking for the angle that is opposite of that 9. So I got to start with 9 squared.
9 squared equals 16.7
Yeah, equals
plus
16.
11 squared minus 2 times 16.7 times 9.
the cosine of x.
Yeah. And you cannot.
Isn't that crazy?
This is not what it is.
Very, very nice tandem. I still don't know what tandem is. I thought you'll find out. Maybe. Okay.
So if we,
You doing one?
if we square root that 16.7,
Because you're finding
so you're on to the next 10?
I kept the whole.
Wait a minute. How did I get?
How did you get it?
I got 270.
Aaron, you're
I got 29 point.
the beginning of Monster House. Who's biking down the street.
Are you sure that
That's exactly
Are you
what
sure
I'm
the
saying.
16.7?
Yes.
This is only the third time I've
Am I
done
in the right mode? I don't know why it's not
Are
square.
you sure that you're right?
Why it's not what?
Ms. Bohan, are you sure you got a degree?
I put in 16.7
I don't
squared.
have a degree in this.
I put 16.7 squared in it.
My degree is in music.
And they give you the right number?
I got like 278.
What the
Yeah,
heck?
mine was doing that too.
Really?
Bruh.
Are you sure she's right?
I'm not being taught by
Ms. Bohannon,
music.
I put in 16.7 squared and it said 278.
No way.
Are you sure you did?
That's unfortunate. That's not
Are you in radian mode?
That is true. Are you?
No, I'm in degree mode.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can look
Are
at it.
you in autopilot or?
Mine gave me 278 too.
Are you in radian mode? 29.
I checked my mode, I'm in degree.
Look, that is not, okay, that's because
What's the
this
third
is not, this is all of this.
The black
Stop
box.
it.
The
Oh,
black box is on degree.
oh, okay.
Wesley, can you please stop talking?
Why yours do that?
I wish you made that.
Yes.
Wait, how do I fix it?
There's nothing
Why
wrong
did
with it.
mine say error?
She added this 11 square to it.
Oh.
I was just talking about 16.7 as a cell. That was a big mistake.
29.8.
Yeah.
Okay, is everybody good?
Yeah.
No.
Why not? You were good a minute ago.
Yeah, but my calculator is telling me error.
It's probably, you're missing a. Is it too wide?
I'm so glad it.
Because this number should be bigger than
I say that.
that. This is somewhere on this number. It's 367. Yeah, because this, you can't, the number on bottom has to be bigger. It has to be less than 1. Okay. On 7, we have to draw the picture. And they gave me
Oh,
little
it's 'cause I put
a,
it on.
so remember that's across with big A. And little b. And measure angle C.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to do it the fun way.
Alright, so they're asking you to solve the triangle. That means to find all of the missing pieces. If you can use law of, it's not a right triangle. First thing I would check is it a right triangle? Can I use regular sine, cosine, and tangent? It is not a right triangle, so I can't use sine, cosine, and tangent. Then I think, well, can I use law of sines? No, you can't, because I don't have the side opposite of the angle they gave me. Which means I have to use law of cosines. So I'm going to find side C first, because they gave me angle C. I'm going to use law of cosines. So I'm going to do C squared.
Oh, 14 squared plus 20 squared.
Finding the side's the easy one, so I can just plug all the stuff in.
Just multiply 2 times the parentheses times the parentheses. And then it'll be the 399 minus what you
What is
get.
that equal?
What's the point of being the negative 2
Beta
times
number.
the side?
What?
Math.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just me.
Oh my gosh.
You wrote a whole page of flaws.
This takes a lot of my brain power.
I'm glad I'm not taking those.
I'm glad I'm not taking it now, right?
22.5.
Oh.
Hey, volleyball.
Is that true?
596
So it costs 81.
times
So you really only have to find one more angle, and then you can just.
Okay, so now,
You can use
so I got 22.5 when I plugged it all in. Is everybody good?
Yes.
No.
Oh, you could have just plugged the whole.
Yeah. Oh, but now you don't have to use cosine. You can
Right.
use sine.
Yeah, so now, I now know the side opposite of angle 21.
Oh my gosh, so
Now,
true.
we rounded, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna, don't erase this in your calculator.
Oh, yeah.
I have the whole thing, 22.547, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna leave that in my calculator for right now. But I just wrote 22.5 on the page. But that is
22.5.
now the side opposite of the angle that I have. So I don't have to use law of cosines anymore. Now I can use law of sines because it's a little shorter and easier. So I'm gonna find angle A with law of cosines. So I'm looking for an angle, so I'm gonna put angle measures on top. So I'm gonna do sine of 81 over, I'm gonna write down 22.5, but I'm actually gonna type more decimals in the calculator.
Oh, all right.
Equals sine of angle A over 14.
And then you can just do all that added up to 180.
Yeah, we can just, yep, exactly. So that cancels. And then I have to inverse sine in order to get A by itself.
Wait. How do I put the giant decimal thing in?
37.
You just go up and then hit enter.
Oops, I put that in the wrong place.
I got 37.9.
Actually, 37.
What the heck? It's not going where I want it to.
If you're trying to use a fraction bar, it won't work like that.
Oh.
So I just type it in, but you can see it, so type as many decimals as you can see.
Okay.
No, I use 22.5.
Oh, I just love it. So mine's more accurate.
So I got 37.8.
Yes.
Oh, what?
I just know. It's because they actually use the number. Did you use 22.5? No, I used the.
I used 22.5.
Yeah, that's why we get 29.
I used the whole decimal.
I used the.
Oh, okay.
And then the last angle we can get just by subtracting from 180, so we don't have to do all that hard stuff.
That's because I did the other one.
I did the other end.
Oh, you did the other angle?
Yeah.
That's fine.
61.2.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Good job, Aubrey.
Thanks, Wesley.
Did you get 60.1 for the other angle?
You got 61.2.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh. I got me and don't write for fun.
Oh my.
You don't
Alright,
even
so
you don't even
everybody
have to do
good?
the math with it. You just do the 180.
Right. So, now, you could have used law of cosines to find all the missing
Man, I
pieces.
mean, pop.
You'll get the same answers, but it's easier to use law of cosines once and then do law of sines, because law of sines is just a little easier. But whatever, if you want to do law of cosines, it's up to you. Okay, try triangle A.
No.
Yippee.
Hooray!
Okay, Harley, come on.
I love geometry.
Hooray.
You know, I think I like geometry more than graphs.
I feel like this is gonna take like an hour.
It's
No. Not like the power loft.
With our powers combined.
Oh no, there's not even an angle. Oh gosh.
What?
So, since there's not an angle, everybody find angle P first, so that we're at least all doing the same angle
Angle?
first.
No.
This was good.
I forget how we find Would I?
As far as like when you first draw it, no.
Well, we have to use cosine, right, first?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Man, I'm tripping.
It doesn't matter what two sides you use.
You have to use the ones across. Yeah.
There you go. Wait, what do you mean the ones across?
I said angle
One
P,
across.
so you have to use side P, it has to be.
And then one other.
Well, we're using a lot of cosines, so you're gonna use them all.
No.
Yeah, you're right. No?
What's going on?
Wait a pop, boom. I didn't write this right.
Wait.
Oh.
Alright, so if we're finding angle P, then it has to be 29.21 squared equals
Mm.
35 squared plus 25 plus
That's
600.
really
Because
cool.
29.21 is across from angle P, so that's.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what I did wrong.
Oh, cool. Hey, what could? Oh, yeah. I put X.
No.
I was in my, I was in flow. There was a point in time where I'd rather